welcome, welcome. You are on the move with yours truly, JoAnna Ward, and we have an amazing, amazing workout for you to do. Something that you can do while you're sitting and watching WATC 57 in your chair. And we call it Anywhere There's a Chair Workout. And I have today's guest with me, Miss Latascia Taylor. Hey. She's going to take the challenge of the chair workout. Do you believe, Latascia, that you can get fit in a chair?
Yes, I have faith that you can get fit in a chair.
Anywhere there's a chair, like the one you're sitting in right now. And I also have my good friend, Pastor Gwendolyn Stokes, and she's going to also take the challenge to get anywhere in a chair. And so we guys are going to show you how to work out right from where you're sitting. Again, very simple, sustainable exercise at JoAnna Ward Fitness. We want you to know that it doesn't have to be just some big glamorous gym workout or something that's so big that you can't consume it, that is intimidating you from getting started. Start where you are, do what you can, and use what you have. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use these chairs. Latascia's going to talk to us a little bit later about purity and about her ministry and how to stay committed to who we are in the Lord amidst all this society where there's so much compromise and so many people making you believe that even as a Christian that you can do whatever you want to do. Latascia's going to talk to us about that, and me and her and Pastor Gwendolyn Stokes is going to work out right now. So we're going to start off basically by pedaling, just like so. And these are what we call heel digs. This is just like running. And if you guys would slide up to the edge of your chair, so that your back is not leaning, you're on the edge. We have our hips right here. Breathing, breathing. Yeah, we're running.
Oh, wow.
Am I making too much noise? Do I need to lighten it up? I like to hear myself work.
Motivating us.
We're gonna pump those arms just like so. Bringing the fist to the shoulders and bang back down past the hips. All the way down, ladies. So make sure when you come down, as a matter of fact, use your chair arms as a target. See how I'm tapping there? Tap. Tap the chair down here. Right here. Yeah, there you go. Good job. You feeling your legs like I know you guys are doing it. So I've seen some of you guys at the Publix, one of my favorite stores where shopping is definitely a pleasure.
Yeah.
And in the mall, at certain parks. And then I ask you, why are you doing the exercises with me? And you're like, not really. So if you're one of those fans that I've run into out in the stores or out and about throughout Atlanta, I hope when I see you again that you'll say, yeah, I did a chair exercise. 4 more, how you guys feel? 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna take it here and we're gonna squeeze in. We're gonna open and close. Stretch it out, squeeze everything in. Good, and squeeze those abs, stretch. Try to touch your elbows together.
All right.
Breathe. Breathe. Breathe out. In. Squeeze. Stretch your chest. Squeeze. Stretch. Perfect. 8 to doubles. So this is a single. 6. How you guys doing? 5.
Doing
4.
good.
Hang
doing
in
good.
There. Inner thighs.
You can feel the burn.
2. Last one is gonna be in, out, out. Out, out. In, out, out. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. You guys got it?
Yes.
In, out, out, in. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last set. Good job.
Woo.
How's that?
Great.
That's great. Let's take our arms out here. Let's rotate the wrist. We're going to take the left across to the right and bring that right to the left. Good job. Let's take it back center, flex down, flex up, and down again, and up. We're gonna take the left over to the right, and then we're gonna look over to the left. And we're gonna take the right foot here. You're gonna bring it up, we're gonna lean back onto the chair, like you would if you're sitting. How you doing with that? You good with that? Okay. And all we're gonna do is lean forward. Now, Latascia, what are you stretching right now?
Woo.
What do you feel?
My thighs.
Okay. And it's a stretch, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And we're breathing deeply. And all we're gonna do is relax up here, and we're gonna turn to the right.
All right.
Try to put your grab the back of the chair. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Perfect. And we're going back into that position again. One more time with that stretch. Leaning forward. Stretching that hip adductor right through here. Perfect. Let's let that leg down. Let's grab the left. Same thing.
Very good to stretch.
Yes. And we're going to lean forward here. How you doing? You good? You stretching? Good. Good. Way to work through it. Way to work through it. The key is to push through it. I have people that I train, and I'll ask them to do something, and they'll say, JoAnna, I'm getting there. And I was like, no, just do it. And it may take them a little longer to do their 50, but it's still your 50. And you can give up. So we're going to turn to the left and say, well, I just couldn't do it. You couldn't do it as quickly as you wanted to do it, and as wholeheartedly, but getting through it is the goal. Okay, let's take it back center. We're still on the edge of that chair. We're gonna kind of slouch down like so. Okay. And we're gonna stretch our legs out, just like this. And we're gonna lift here and then lower. Woo. Perfect. And lower. Now, I didn't say it was gonna be easy. I said it's difficult but doable. If it doesn't challenge you, it's not gonna change you.
Yes.
We have 15 of these, and we're gonna follow my voice, okay?
All right.
We're gonna lift and lower. Heels down, up and lower. Deep breath and squeeze and lift and lower. And what number is that?
3.
Lift and lower. How many is that?
4.
Okay. Lift and lower.
5.
Okay. Lift and lower.
6.
Perfect. Lift and lower.
7.
Count it, Latascia Taylor.
8.
Yeah.
9. And 10.
We got 5 more.
Woo! 11. By faith.
Come on.
12.
Yes, walking by faith.
13.
Yes.
14.
You got it.
And 15.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
Woo!
Lift. Come on, right here, right here. Give me 10.
2.
9, breathe.
3. 4. 6. 7. 8. 9 and 10.
Okay, you guys did about 12. 35. What was that? So you guys felt that
I
here
felt that.
and here, right?
Yes.
Good job. So again, this is anywhere there's a chair workout. Just let you guys know that it's difficult but doable.
Yes.
And you actually can break a sweat like I'm doing right now.
Yes.
By sitting down in your chair. So what we're gonna do now is also right through here. It's not a full squat. It is a rock squat, and we squeeze the inner thighs. Lift. So we very rarely lift off the chair, just very, very, very gently.
Okay.
Let me see you guys do just one.
Lift.
Not that high. Just
a
as soon as you
slight
feel
lift.
yourself leaving the chair, sit back down. Let me see. Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Take our hands here. Ready? And lift and squeeze here. Wide and squeeze. Wide and squeeze. 20. Breathe. 9. Good job. 8. You got it. 7. See? 6. 5. Where you guys feel this? 4.
Everywhere.
3. You good? 2. 11. You guys are doing good. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3 more. 2. And that wasn't that bad. 5 faster. 5.
Yes.
That wasn't that bad, right?
That was great.
And did you feel that right through here? It doesn't seem
I
like
do.
it's going to do much, but it targets that little
Yes.
edge right there. So our next exercise, we're gonna again scoot down here. This time we're gonna keep our feet flat. And we're gonna also target this area again.
Uh-oh.
And all we're gonna do is tap our feet up and down like this. Let me see you guys do too. So you're gonna point your toes down.
Woo.
On the lift, toes down right here like that.
All right.
You guys think we can do 50?
50?
Yeah.
By faith. By faith.
See, you guys see this? Walking by faith.
Yes.
Get this? and your free
Yes.
faith and fitness workshop at your organization at JoAnnaWordFitness.com. She's been saying the whole time, by faith.
By faith.
Because without faith, it's impossible to please God.
Yes.
You guys ready? Do these 50. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, rock that. You gonna take a deep breath? See, that wasn't that bad, right? Now, you guys can do these things right here, and I promise you, more than just looking good and losing weight, you guys are gonna feel great. You're gonna fight off the carcinogens and the cancer cells and all these things that causes sickness and age-related degeneration. Sickness is associated not just with chronological age, but age-related degeneration, where we lose it because we don't use it. Start using it. Believe it or not, even if you haven't been doing anything all the time, if you start doing something, you can actually reverse certain disparities within your body. You can recover certain things. Believe it or not, God built this body to repair itself and to last a lifetime, at least 120 years. So we're gonna hold our hands here. We're gonna take a deep breath. We call these fingertips and toes. So it's like this, and bring it back in and reach and touch your toes. Let me see you guys if you can do it. Now, if that's too high, you just bring it lower. Just put your toes lower. Let me see you guys do right to left and left to right. Right to left, good job. And left to right. That's good, that's good, I'll take that. We're gonna do 30 sets.
All right.
Here we go. 1, and 1, 2, 2, 3. I'm trying to get you guys, and 3. Stay with me. 4, and 4. Not too fast, we're not going fast yet.
Okay.
5, want to get it right first. And 5. 6, 6. Reach for it. 7, 7. 8. We'll pick it up the last 15. Okay?
Okay.
Stretch. Good job. 10. All right, here we go, y'all. 1. Let's go. 2. Come on. 3. 4. 5. What? 6. Get it, get it. 7. 8. 9. 12. I'm just kidding. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. And 20. We're the dream team. What the hell?
Yes.
You've been on the move with JoAnna Ward, WATC Stokes, and Latascia Taylor.
Yes.
We're gonna go clean up because I want Latascia to tell you guys about what it means to stand in the commission of Jesus Christ has called you. We're gonna clean up. You guys get a pen and paper, take a break, and we'll be right back. You've been on the move with JoAnna Ward. Hallelujah. Well, you're back, I'm back, we're back, me and Latascia Taylor.
Yes.
And we're talking about some serious stuff here because every woman, I suppose, mainly not little boys, but every girl has a fantasy to one day meet her Prince Charming and get married. Howsoever, fairy tales always begin in once upon a time and end with never. Happily ever after. That's a fairy tale. So Tasha, talk to us about the happily ever after concept that exists outside of me being happy with me. Like, am I really supposed to? Because you deal with a lot of singles and single ministry and the sanctuary of singleness while you're in that place and not running rampant. But speak about the individual.
I think oftentimes we don't really teach on the wholeness of it, you know, so we sell the married ever after, we sell the husband and wife and the kids and the picket fence, but we don't sell what should happen prior to that. And that's you being whole with yourself, you being content with yourself, you not having any rejection issues, you not having a spirit of jealousy or anything like that. So we don't deal with the wholeness before we try to get that package.
So you're telling me that me just meeting somebody and marrying that person is not going to make me whole? You're telling me that I can't meet Mr. Right or Miss Right if I'm a man, and that hooked me up, straighten my life out?
Absolutely not.
Because a lot of people believe that, or they've told me that if I just got with whoever I was supposed to be with, then life for me would be.
Usually it magnifies it. So whatever issues you have, it magnifies it.
Don't say that. You're killing my dream.
It does. It magnifies
somebody else's dream through me.
So if you have jealousy issues, it's going to magnify it. If you're insecure, it's going to magnify it. So whatever issues you have, okay, just because someone says I love you and I do, is not going to kill your insecurity issues. They're going to come back up. So we need to really deal with relationships and establishing friendships. And
Are you telling me?
I am telling you because they have not told you. So I am saying you have to be whole. I am saying you have to be secure in you. But you're not going to get that on your own. That comes from your father.
Are y'all hearing that?
Your father makes you.
She's just killing our whole dream. Like, you are a dream killer right now, because I thought for sure if I just found somebody, they don't have to love me, but it just needs to be a body to take me down the aisle and put a ring on my finger and say that I do. That's what I mean, I thought that's what I was missing in my life.
You're going to have anxiety issues, you're going to have rejection issues, you're going to have depression issues. You may have some children and they may occupy some of that, or, you know, overshadow some of that. Once the children grow up and they're gone, you're left with that person. That's why oftentimes marriages go this way once the children are gone, because they don't know each other, they don't like each other, they don't have anything in common, they haven't built anything together, because they've built it around their children, around the dream, and not themselves. Have you heard of married living single?
Married living, yeah, I've heard of that a lot.
There's a lot of married people living single, operating single. So on the outside, they ride together, they hold hands together, and they're married. And the inside, they're all doing their own thing. Married, living single. And that's a lot of what's going on, okay? And people are teaching their children, and people are teaching other single people dysfunction. It's dysfunction. There's a lot of dysfunction in the body. There's a lot of dysfunction in homes, okay? And we make our children think it's okay if we're married and we're sleeping in separate rooms. It's okay if we are in the house all day and we don't communicate, we don't do anything together, we don't go on dates, because we really don't have anything in common, because we really can't stand each other, and we just got married for the dream. So I can get married, have my 2 kids, have my dog.
Now there's probably more in the male population that's saying high five, you right, chick, but I'm not going to say that in front of you. But some of the females are saying, well, you know, that's your experience. You know, you're just a hater, and maybe that happened to you, and maybe you're just a bitter woman. You could have been better. Like, everybody's situation is not like that. I mean, some people fall in love at first sight, and then they live happily ever after. So I'm just not going to buy that. What do you say to that person?
A few people do. But it's a very small percentage.
So you're saying I shouldn't make my...
It's a very small percentage.
So you're saying I shouldn't make the exception my rule?
It's very small.
Really?
I don't see anything in the word that says a house, a white fence, and 2 dogs will make you happy.
You don't?
I don't see that. Did you see that?
But I thought they said that God favors marriage above everything.
He does. He does. But you have to establish a relationship.
So why wasn't Jesus and Paul married?
Because they're serving. They were serving.
Oh.
That wasn't their desire. That wasn't their call. Everyone's path is not marriage.
Are you sure?
So we should not push that on people.
No, they say that.
Because he's written out.
Y'all have heard people say that it's somebody for everybody.
You think so?
Oh, I definitely don't believe that.
Do you think so? Because no.
But the idea, the politically correct perspective is that it is somebody for everybody, because everybody wants somebody, because nobody wants to be by themselves.
But if you and I are friends, or if I have a male friend, am I by myself? Everyone that you come in contact with every day, there's an interaction. There's some type of relationship. Right. Okay? Does it require intimacy? Everyone doesn't require intimacy.
Not on that level.
That's why a lot of marriages aren't healthy, because everyone doesn't like sex.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Right?
Yeah, just wow. But so, you remember David and Saul's son, Jonathan? They had a love for each other, adoration and appreciation.
Yes.
that wasn't sensual, it wasn't sexual, it was really, truly philos.
True friendship. True friendship. There was no insecurity. There was no jealousy. Okay, because David was gifted just like Jonathan. Was he not?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, oftentimes people become jealous of their friends. They try to compete with their friends. Why are you competing with your spouse? Why are you competing with someone else in ministry? Why am I competing when I minister to try and outreach you?
Wow.
Oh. So why am I trying to marry someone that makes more money than you, even though he's knocking my head off every day, just so I can say that I'm married?
So you're saying that people get, some people, not all.
Not all.
Some people get married just to say they're married.
Because of the pressure.
The pressure to.
Because of the pressure to fulfill the requirements that society has put on us. So a lot of singles are under pressure, okay, to fulfill this image. And that's nowhere in the Word at all.
How many people are in the Word like that? Most people are in the world, and they even if they in church, they're in the world doing what the world says to do and how it works and how you get what you want, because it's really all about what you want. And if you want a spouse, then you just do what you want to do to get what you want. It's not God's will, right?
And that's the issue. We're living on based off of what we want and not His will for our life. Lord, what is your will for me?
But what is wrong with what I want?
Because if what you want doesn't line up with the Word, you end up in disaster. And it's proven over and over again. A lot of the people in the world, where's their happiness and their peace? You see it every day in the news. You see it every day on social media.
Right.
Where is their happiness and their peace? So let's be honest here and let's be truthful. Right? Let's be honest and truthful. And I think that's something that we're lacking. People aren't honest with themselves. Okay, about the desires of their heart. People aren't honest with themselves about their walk with Christ. People are not, tapping into the Word, because you can be in church and not be in the Word. I can go every Sunday and not receive any Word in my heart. Not have any scriptures or anything to fill me.
To respond to my emotions.
You have to be a worshiper. If you learn to worship, you can worship through a lot of these emotions that you have. Emotions and feelings are not in the Word. Jesus didn't say, today I feel like healing the people. He didn't say, oh, they hurt my feelings, so, I'm just going to sit back and chill today. He wasn't operating out of emotions, right? He was operating out of His will to serve and to do what it is His Father had placed Him here to do. So when we get in that place, then we'll see things flow a whole lot better.
We'll see it flow. That's something serious, because that's not a conversation that people want to even address or deal with, because the truth makes you free, and we'd rather stay bound up to to a lie instead of having those chains broken. Especially the fact that, we said earlier that God just puts marriage above all. It says the marriage bed is holy and undefiled. It doesn't say marriage is above all, because if it was, Paul would say in 1 Corinthians chapter 7 that the married people's hearts are to the Lord. But actually it says that the married man's heart is to his wife and how he may please his wife, to the world and how he may please his wife. And the married woman's heart is to the world and how she may please her husband. But it says something very specific about the single people's heart. And I really want to point that out, because we have taken singleness as a curse. And in all actuality, it's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
It's a blessing if you actually accept the whole gambit of it. So when Paul is making that declaration, he understands that people are going to do what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they want to do it. But he just wants to make sure the record is clear. And he says, when you're single, your heart is to the Lord, and how you may please Him for the woman in your spirit and your body, and the man just in your spirit. And so it's a specific place that God speaks to in that context of Scripture. And I wonder why people don't say singleness is above all, because it literally says how they may please the Lord. But we don't say that. We'll just say marriage. And here's the crazy part. We only have a few more minutes, so I got to have you back. The crazy part is you have people pursuing marriage, and they're not qualified for the roles that existed within the institution. And I tell single women, you're not even close to having the capacity to be a wife and a mother. You're so selfish and so obsessed with yourself. You don't know how to be a helpmate to anybody. Because if you're not praying and sustained as a single person, to your point, how in the world are you going to be somebody's wife?
Because you have to be disciplined.
You believe in your mind that you're there.
You have to be disciplined. And so you think if you're disciplined based on, working out, disciplined on your job, disciplined with your finances, you think that you can be disciplined in a marriage, okay? I don't know that I am going to be disciplined enough to ask someone, can I go someplace? You know, because I'm used to praying, God, you know, order my steps today, and what is it that you want me to do today?
Yeah.
And now you want me to ask him what he wants me to do today?
Right.
Or, you know, so it's things like that that we need to be honest with ourselves about. I'm in a management
maybe I
role.
can get past that because I want this so badly. There are women that play roles to get where they want to go. And then they change and come out when they're in the covenant, position. And then that's where we see all these divorces and everything.
Exactly.
And then men do the same thing, but a lot of men don't have the capacity to be a husband either.
Right.
So you have people going and getting a marriage license and putting their name on it, and they do not have the capacity to play either one of those roles or even put those burdens on themselves. So we just need to tell people the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Exactly.
So help them God, so they can be free. But again, you can only be as free as you really want to be.
Exactly.
Because you have people who are serial married, they get married so many different times. And,
Absolutely.
And even within a marriage, they have all these extramarital affairs.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, married men are the reason that I don't want to get married. Because I'm like, no, I definitely don't want to be your wife at home praying for you, interceding for you, having your kids, fighting for you, and you out here chasing around the people that I see. And it's not everybody. Like you said, there are exceptions, but the general rule is my grandparents have been married for 50 years, but do you know what life looked like 50 years ago?
50 years ago. And your main thing has to be, God, send me a man after your heart. That's not usually what people are praying. God, send me a man that makes 6 figures. God, send me a man that's super fine. No, send me a man that can pray down heaven. Send me a man that can intercede on my behalf.
And I'm out of time, but I'm going to give you the biblical advice. Don't ask God to send you a man, because he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains the favor of the Lord. There's nowhere in the Bible where a woman is looking for a husband. So stop it in the name of Jesus, especially if the husband don't belong to you. You definitely don't need to be looking for somebody else's. Pray, people. We're going to have Latascia Taylor back because we need to get to the root of what's really going on before more people mess themselves up through marriage. I love y'all. Don't be mad at me, but email me if you want to. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all been on the move with JoAnna Ward and Latascia Taylor.
Yes.